Hey, everybody. Welcome tonight. Excited to be here with Obba Babatunde. Obba, welcome to our show tonight.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here with you, Elizabeth. How are you feeling?
I'm doing great. We had a great time. Last time we all got together to talk about this incredible movie, The Mississippi Scholar. And we are back to talk about some even more exciting things. It's on deck to almost be fully funded. We're halfway there.
Yes.
We are coming back to everyone tonight so we can talk about this opportunity again, Obba, and how great it is. But before we get into the movie, we got to talk about you. So the fun thing about tonight is it's just you. So I get to kind of, fangirl over you a little bit. Last time we had everybody on. Tonight is Obba's night. So Obba, here's the thing. You are very talented. You have an incredible resume. And if I ask you to tell me what you've been in, I know you're going to be a little humble. So I'm going to mention some things. You're going to let me do that? I'm going to have to read them because it's too much.
Yes.
So just so everybody knows, Obba is in this film. He's helping with production and all kind of things. This guy is a pro. But we're talking about nominated for a Tony Award for the original Dreamgirls, nominated for an Emmy for HBO's Miss Evers Boys, nominated and won for Outstanding Guest Performer in Drama Series on Bold and the Beautiful. You are a triple threat. That means sing, dance, act, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Toured with Liza Minnelli.
Yes.
All right. Philadelphia, John Q, Manchurian Candidate. Oh my gosh. What else? What else have you done? Incredible co-stars. What did I miss?
You know what? It's as you said, the simplest thing is, what's funny, I tell people, all you have to do is if you have a phone, which most everybody does, you type in OBBA in any of the platform searches, and you don't even have to put in my last name. My name is the first one that pops up and my face. And then if you've got enough time, you'll be able to sit and read. It is a 49 and a half year career. That means almost a half a century that I've been doing this. And that's professionally. That doesn't include the no paying, low paying. That's actually making a living at it and doing it, and giving it my all. I've had some great successes. I'm so thrilled. Many of the films that I've been able to do have been groundbreaking. You mentioned Philadelphia. It was a very powerful film. You mentioned Miss Evers Boys, another powerful film. So I've been fortunate. We're coming on our 25th year anniversary for That Thing You Do, which was Tom Hanks's directorial debut.
Fabulous.
And I played the character Lamar, and people have said, "Oh my God, that's my favorite character in the movie." So, and then I've done movies like, The Temptations. Some people think I am Berry Gordy because I played Berry Gordy in The Temptations. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Getting a chance to play across from some great, wonderful people. Robert Duvall, Denzel Washington. Denzel and I have done, I think, 3 or 4 movies together. Manchurian Candidate you mentioned. Philadelphia, he was in as well with myself. And John Q was another one. And then there's the television series. And presently, and right now, I'm actually sitting in the producer's office. I'm on SWAT, and the producer allowed me to use his office to do this call with you. So, it's really been a blessed career, and it continues to go on. And I'm excited because we're going to talk about Mississippi Scholar, which
we are. And the thing, Obba, the reason I wanted to give everybody this resume, because I'm so excited to talk to you. And I told you I'd miss a few things, and I did. I mean, that's incredible. You're gifted. You're talented. PJ Leonard, who wrote the script for Mississippi Scholar and is producing it. You guys are close. He's brought you in. You've done things before. We need people to know this is a special movie. Now, why would they care? Because it's an independent film, and it's an opportunity to actually get involved, an opportunity to be part of the investment team that makes this movie happen. That's why we're coming to everyone tonight, so that they know, hey, guys, have you ever wanted to be part of a film? Have you ever wanted to be part of something so special that it changes hearts and minds? This is the chance. So, Obba, let's tell people without spoiling it, let's tell them about this film and why it's so special.
Well, this is a special movie because, and you mentioned the fact that it's an independent film, but people will say to me, well, I'm doing this little independent film. And I say, are you doing in a low budget independent work on it? Or are you doing the same thing? What we're doing in this is no different than it would be if we were doing a triple A feature, meaning that everybody is giving their heart and soul and commitment. And it is an opportunity for others who may have wanted to get into the industry of entertainment and in the film industry. This is a perfect opportunity and a great project. I mentioned that I have done several films that have changed the way people see things in life. It touches the heartstrings. And that's one of the things about Mississippi Scholar that does the same thing. This is a story that is about something where it's without giving away too much of the plot, I just want you to identify, if you will, someone's life who was set on a track and a path that you may have identified, well, this person is never, ever going to get off that track, and they're set up for failure. Well, how that person maneuvers and how incidents in their life change. And what it does in doing so is it gives us all hope. Yeah. And we all could use some hope right now. We're living in very difficult times. So here it is, an opportunity to instill hope, to instill through the arts, remembering to bring together, because people do pay attention. We look for the things in film and television that we identify ourselves with. And this is an opportunity. One of the reasons I got into the industry of entertainment is because it shaped and molded the viewpoints and ideas potentially of others who might see that, who may never had the chance to see or meet you, but they could see themselves in these characters. That's what's involved in Mississippi Scholar. That's what you can be getting involved in. That's what we're asking today, and we're going to continue to ask. We're almost there. We're about half the way through. That's what we're asking, and we're coming to you individuals that are paying attention today to say, come on board. Be a part of something that's going to make a difference in not just your life, but in those others who get a chance to see it. I have a saying that says, your do is not necessarily your who. And what I mean by that is what you do affects change in your life, but your who is how you affect change in someone else's life.
Oh, I love that. And we have to do that. We all have to do that. And you talk about this opportunity in this movie. It is about hope and about resilience. And I've read the script. It's tremendous. Everyone who watches this will know this is something special, and they will relate to someone in this film. And it brings you up. You know, so much that we watch now that gets produced by Hollywood doesn't bring us up, does it, Obba? But this story will make you feel like anything is possible, and it is. And I want to kind of just camp on the investment thing for a little bit here, because you guys are halfway there. The excitement that's been generated. This is what's incredible about this. This budget for this film is only going to be $300,000, but it's going to look like a $5 million movie. Why would you not want a piece of that?
Absolutely, absolutely. No, it will, and that's why I'm so glad you brought that up again. That's why I referenced it earlier by saying, you know, don't get caught up in the fact that it's an independent film.
Right.
It's a great film.
Right.
It's produced by great producers. The talent that we've got involved in this are incredible talented people. They really are. I'm honored to be a part of the cast and the producing team. We've really got something special at our hands here, and I can't wait to get started.
Well, let's talk about the director and cinematographer, because I want to show everybody a little clip of his work. You know him well, Ruben Latreille.
Yes.
He is uber talented, and this is a guy who, when he does his thing, the movie is going to come out like it was produced with $5 million, right? So we have incredible actors like yourself, and it's important that you also have people who are very good at their skill. So let's let everybody watch a little clip of what Ruben does so well. Here we go. Now, Obba, you work with a lot of professionals in all different trades within the movie making industry, within Hollywood. How good is he?
Ruben is exceptional, because what he is able to do, as you were able to see in that clip, it doesn't matter what texture he's working with, whether it's a person or a product or water. He brings it to life. He brings the character of that element to life. And so we're fortunate to have Ruben, and you know his eye, you know, directing you got to have a great eye. And he has a great eye.
Yeah.
His editing skills. He is one of the rare threats. You usually don't have people that are exceptional in both areas.
Right.
Ruben is that in both areas.
Right.
And one of the things that I'm excited about is that, you mentioned I did a lot of movies with the great Jonathan Demme. And Jonathan Demme would show up every day to work, no matter what we were working on, whether it was going back as far as the original Silence of the Lambs, or, we talked about Philadelphia or Manchurian Candidate. And he would say this, "Hey, Obba, want to make a movie today?" And that's the same kind of energy and passion that Ruben has when he brings to his work. So we're looking forward to some really special stuff.
So you get somebody like Ruben, you've got somebody like you, and we're going to talk about some of the other cast as well, PJ Leonard as well, an opportunity on only a budget of $300K. Now, the reason you can do that, you've got a lot of smart people who know how to do that. You're also filming in Mississippi, a fabulous place to film. Tell us about the location and why that matters.
Well, you know what? The great part about being in Mississippi is that we have access. See, they're part of the team.
Yeah.
They're part of the team. So the locations that we're going to be able to get, you'd never be able to get them if we were here in Hollywood, because they are part of the team. They are really committed to making sure we have everything to tell this story, because it's taking place in their city and it's about their scholar.
Right. It does make a difference. And when you read the script, when you see this movie, you're going to understand why it's so important to film it on location, why the location of it is so key, why it all plays into the cultural aspects of it, and ultimately the hope and the resilience that we see. Now, I want to say something to you from the last fun interview that we all did. I took this little quote because I thought it was great. Lance Nichols, he's in the movie with you. He's going to be in the movie. He's one of the other incredible actors. This is what he said about you, Obba. "If Obba is reading the phone book, I want to be a part of it." I never forgot that. I love that. How great is that? But this speaks to really the relationship between all the actors. I mean, when you look at the list of the actors involved, all of them are incredibly talented. Each one of them, most of you guys have worked together before, and really a lot of talent, wouldn't you say? I mean, Capathia Jenkins, right?
Yes.
Lance Nichols. I mean, these are people, Gogo Lomo David, these are people who know their craft. It's going to be an incredible cast, right?
Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that, because again, when you put those kind of energies together, magic happens.
Right.
See, and what people don't understand is that the great thing about film is that the magic is in between the lines. Yeah. It's not just the lines. What happens in the reactions. It's what happens in the texture. You mentioned about the location. You see, there's something that is in the soil there in Mississippi. There's something that's in the trees. There's something that's in the air. There's something that's in the environment that you cannot create. So we're going to be right there in the heart of it. And we've got talent that they can beat the band, and they're coming also with a love in their heart and a passion for what they're doing. And it would be remiss for me not to talk about PJ Leonard, because PJ is the kind of producer that everybody wants to work with. PJ is committed. He is really committed to making the standard of excellence, as we say in the industry. He stands by that, and he treats everybody with the kind of respect and regard. It doesn't matter whether you're somebody that's the gaffer, whether it's somebody that's wiping the windshield off of a car. That person is valuable and important, and he makes everybody feel that way. So I had to give him a shout out.
Well, we need to do that, because PJ is instrumental to all of this, and he has an incredible reputation for doing that. He's got a huge heart. He's smart. He knows what he's doing, and he's providing this opportunity for people who they're looking for something. You can get in at $6,000. Now, to some people, maybe that's not an option, but there are many people who are saying, I want to do something different. I want to impact something. I want to be part of something bigger than me. Obba, why are movies so important? This isn't just entertainment. Why are they so important?
Because movies, a great question, deserves a great answer. I hope I can give one. The thing is that, again, with movies, they suggest to someone that's watching that there is a possibility for them. As I mentioned earlier, it gives hope. It gives a sense of, if that could happen for that individual, that could possibly happen for me. And when the story This is a good story told well. That's important. A good story told well.
Yeah.
It becomes not just, as you so aptly said, it's not just entertainment, but it stirs something in you. And that's why we're asking people to get involved, because they want to be involved. What would it, listen, to be able to come on set and see this process take place, to
Yeah.
be able to say, hey, wait a minute, 5 years from now, you know what? I was a part of making that.
Yeah.
Because people come to me with films that I've done some 10, 15 years ago, and they say, man, you don't know what that movie brought into my life. I needed to see that at that time of what I was going through. And I used to watch that. There are people that watch certain movies that I've done. They watch them. They say, we watched it. That's my favorite movie. I've been watching that movie for years, and I still watch it. I show it to my kids now. You know what I mean? So you're involved in something that brings about a longevity. It brings about something that is going to encourage, inspire, enlighten, as well as entertain.
So right now, whoever's listening to this, who may be on the fence thinking, wow, this is unique and unusual. When is the last time I had a chance to be part of a movie? I want you to imagine that young man or that young woman watching this finished product, watching the story of redemption, making good choices, resilience, pushing through, supporting each other, community, and think that that may change a child's life. That child watching that movie may say, if he can do it, I can do it too. And you know what, Obba? For somebody to write a small check to say, I was a part of that, those kind of returns you can't even count, can you?
You're absolutely correct. You can't compute what the reciprocity that will come to you. Because again, and I'm going to tell you something, this is not if it's going to affect someone's life. I know it will, because there are a lot of these potential Mississippi scholars out there. There's a lot of the other people that are there in this film that you're going to be able to relate to and identify with. And that's why it's important. It's not just great entertainment, but it's important. And as I said, the times in which we live in, it can't hurt at all to have somebody be inspired to do their best and be their best. And I know there's always somebody watching that says, you know what? I was like that. Obba was like that. I watched and I said, you know what? I can relate. And it drew me to it. You know, people often say, you know, well, what made you want to get into it? I said, you know what? I think it chose me.
Yeah,
I'm sitting in front of a television set and watching individuals. We have a chance to do that now.
Yeah.
So please join us.
Please join us. And listen, you know, there needs to be purpose behind everything we do. And I think sometimes when it comes to entertainment, we forget how we are so moved. And then we think, oh, you're right. That movie affected me, that TV show.
Yes.
There's purpose behind this movie. This movie has incredible purpose, life-changing purpose. So, Obba, you have to get back to work because I plucked you off a soundstage or something. I don't know. You came out of what you're doing to help us talk tonight. I'm going to go through some more things with the audience after you leave. I want to thank you. And I just want you one more time to sum this up for somebody who's saying, you know what? I think I should get involved in this. Give them that last reason why.
The last thing I can say to you is that if you want to do something that's going to make a difference in someone else's life, I'll tell you this quick story. The woman's name is Alma Smith. Alma Smith is probably not known to anybody as a famous person because she happened to just be my best friend's mom. But let me tell you how she manifests change in my life. And you have the ability to do this through investing in this film. One day I was having a difficult day at school and I came home and my head must have been hanging low, and Mrs. Smith took my chin into her hand. She picked it up and she looked into my eyes and she said, it's going to be all right because you are special. And for whatever reason, I heard her and I believed her. And I've gone on to do the things that I've been able to do in film and television and on stage as a repository of that moment.
Yeah.
You have the ability to be an Alma Smith in someone's life. Come on, take the shot. It doesn't have to be a big investment. It can be a small one, but you can be a part of it.
That's right.
Be a part of it. Be a part of helping bring change, the potential change and greatness to someone's life, who then goes on to bring change and enlightenment to someone else's life.
That's right. That's how it works, is throwing a pebble in the lake and watching watching it affect everything else. Obba, I couldn't have said it better. Thank you so much. I'll let you get back to work. Audience, stick with me. I have a few more things to tell you. We will talk to you soon, Obba. Can't wait to see all this take shape.
I can't wait. Elizabeth, thank you so much for everything that you do. We appreciate you so much.
You got it, Obba. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, now listen, I got to tell you a few more things that are important here. You need to go to MississippiScholarFilm.org for a few reasons. First of all, get more information. And if you want to be part of this, if you're thinking, I can invest in this even in a small amount, you can get contact information there. I want to show you what's going on with the raffle. This is a chance for you to just for $10 be part of the raffle. They're gonna sell 50 tickets. You win one of these sweatshirts, and you have a chance then as well to support this film in a smaller dollar amount. So don't forget when you're done here to go to the website and be part of the raffle. We also have some great merchandise on the site, and I'll tell you what's cool is that this poster was designed by a guy who does a ton of things for Broadway, and it's by Flood Design. So we've got all the top talent, even in doing the poster for the movie. Many cool things. So I just want to say as we end here that it's really an amazing opportunity worth looking at. They are halfway funded, and probably as I speak, more than halfway funded. Look to film in May of 2022. Don't wait. You need to get involved now. Go to MississippiScholarFilm.org. Find out more information, be a part of something that will change someone's life and something special that you can say, I got to invest in this and I got to see somebody's life change. All right, guys, have a good night. Don't forget to go to MississippiScholarFilm.org.